Hytale fans, we are eating good today. We got a massive John Hendricks tweet about the lore and Hytale and zones. And wow, just roll the intro.
I just rolled that intro better than I've ever rolled an intro in my life before. Because John Hendricks has been on Twitter recently. Thank goodness, because there really hasn't been much Hytale news. There was no blog post this week, unfortunately. We got one more week left of July, and I really hope it doesn't come out Friday, because I'm going on a little cottage trip. So, hopefully we get like a nice Thursday blog. That would be sick, because on the weekend, I might... Well, I know I won't be there for it, so please.
Well, someone said, because I mentioned like, hey, we're recording it today, and it's coming out Monday when you guys are watching this, or any day later, and someone was like, watch out, 3 days left of July, and a lot of us are Team July for this blog post.
Team July,
which means
we can't
Monday,
let
Tuesday,
Hugo
Thursday,
be right.
Or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I know my days.
Yeah, what day is it today? The 28th. Yeah, Wednesday's
I need Team July. I'm Team July, so I need it in the next 3 days, which is also awkward.
We cannot let Hugo be right. Like Hytale team, he's right sometimes, but not all the time. But we can't let him have this. Can't let him have this.
What was his guess? August, right?
August. He just said August, and everybody's like, nah, dude, it's gonna be July. But like, it has to be August. Come on, we cannot let Hugo be right. John Hendricks, do not let the Spaniards win. We gotta let North America win. Come on. All right. So John Hendricks' tweet was a comment to a tweet. I guess.
A birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, or happy belated birthday to Mistake HY. I assume that means Hytale, obviously. HY.
HY, yeah.
HY, yeah.
Are we gonna see that behind usernames? You know how like every single gaming subculture has some usernames with their abbreviation. I assume some F1 content creators or people in the community have like F1 and their Twitter at.
Actually, F1 back in the day, I think it was 2019 when they had like a new like rights holder. There's channels that used to be called like Tomo F1 or whatever, and they had to take F1 out of their name because it had F1 in their name.
Because it's specifically F1, but like most gaming communities have whatever the abbreviation for the game is. So I think we're gonna see HY.
Yeah, like there's a lot of Minecraft names have like MC at the end of them or something, or YouTubers who always have like YT. Even my Twitch is CanadianFlash YT because CanadianFlash was taken.
YT is pretty common.
Yeah. So Mistake HY, obviously Hytale, says, "Hey John, today is my birthday." A couple days ago, and I would love to know something new about Orbis Zone 5 and Zone 6. Maybe when you plan to reveal content about these two, and Mistake added this screenshot of the World Zones research.
The classic World Zones research.
It got turned into a cake.
Fan favorite.
Fan favorite.
Everyone loves this one. I love this one. You love this one. I hope you guys watching this loves this one. And the current theory and what everyone thought was secure was that Zone 5 was the Skylands. It was the floating islands.
It makes too much sense for it to be the Sky Island.
Zone 6 was like the poisony something area, right?
Yeah, and the reason Poison Lands. That's in a like this is back in like 2019 or 2020 or something. There was a screenshot of kind of like code or like the model maker or something like that. I don't know what it was. And it said Poison Lands and Skylands or something like that. And
which are the two
unreleased
area codes
that we don't know.
Two unreleased areas that don't necessarily fit within any of the previous zones.
Right. And if you go back to that picture there, if I can find it here, of the World Zones research, you could if you zoom in a little bit to like Zone 5 and 6, obviously it has to be Zone 5 has to be the lightning element. There's no way that's not it. I mean, I can see where John Hendricks was saying that stuff about Zone 5 and Zone 6 is wrong. We'll talk about that tweet actually, because John Hendricks actually did mention.
Let's just read it out.
Read it out, then we can discuss a little bit. You can read it, Myne.
Happy birthday. I love this concept art. There's not a lot I can reveal, but I can say that the people tend to be right about Zone 6.
Okay.
And wrong about Zone 5.
Okay.
Zone 4 is... Well, hold on. He goes on to talk about Zone 4, which is also huge, but let's talk about this first sentence before we dive into the second sentence here.
Yes, go to the first sentence.
We're right about Zone 6 and we're wrong about Zone 5.
So Zone 6, Poison Lands. Makes sense. Probably the most corrupted void zone out there. You probably need like a special raid suit to get in there. Zone 5, the common theory is Sky Islands and Lightning, something to do with those two. I have to believe that Lightning is still correct, considering there's literally lightning.
There's storm clouds.
It has to be. And the theories of the Sky Islands, because, the smoke up on the top here, you can see it on the screen. Mm-hmm. It's higher than it is in Zone 6. Zone 6 kind of looks like a flat, dead wasteland. Zone 5 looks like a lot higher. What else could it be?
We're reaching here. It's just a bunch of clouds.
It is a bunch of clouds. But what else could it be? If it's not the Sky Islands, which is also something that has been literally confirmed to be in the code of the game.
I think now we're at a point where speculation is useless because all of our speculation has led us to be the Sky Islands. We know Sky Islands are confirmed in the game, period. Mm-hmm. It's not a zone specifically. Yeah.
So now what is the Sky Islands going to be? There is a dungeon research concept art. It's dungeon entrances research. I'll try to pull it up on the screen for you guys. And there is one dungeon entrance research that it looks like a wind symbol with some like floating islands in there. So is that just the Sky Islands and not what we're talking about? I really don't know. I don't know if you have it pulled up, but
I don't have the concept arts pulled up, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. I think Sky Islands could either be some sort of ultraverse or somewhere that we get teleported to, and it's the Sky Islands, similar like the Aether dimension in Minecraft. I think that could be what Sky Islands are. Or Sky Islands, I feel like they'd be kind of a neutral island. And so, I don't know, Zone 1 kind of makes sense for Sky Islands to be, but we kind of already know a lot about Zone 1. Obviously, they're not showing everything. I don't think it would make sense for there just to be, this completely special generation.
No, yeah, for sure. It's just, I don't know, because you would think Sky Islands would be sort of like the wind element as well too. So maybe it's something to do with Zone 2, but I don't know. This could just be an entirely different dungeon, and it makes sense because it's considered dungeon entrances research. So maybe the Sky Islands are just a random dungeon out there. Who really knows? But I mean, there goes our theory of it being.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it could still be in. I think it could still be in Zone 5.
Yeah.
It just is a biome, because we got to remember, biomes and zones are completely different. Zones are more of a feeling, more of a vibe.
They are more,
and
yes,
more of a temperate.
It's like a theme.
A temperate subculture of biomes. And so, all of the deserty, dry, arid things are in Zone 2. All of the colder, I guess, also arid and dry, but anything cold is in Zone 3.
Right.
So Sky Islands doesn't necessarily fit a certain theme. It is just a certain biome generation. So it could still, because here's the thing. What exactly is he talking about with Zone 5? Because there's other theories about Zone 5 and 6. Maybe we're wrong about that. I'm reaching here. I think he definitely means
Sky Islands.
Zone 5 is not Sky Islands. I think that's what it means. But I think it could be open to interpretation, and it's an open discussion that I think is worth having. What if he doesn't necessarily mean specifically corrupted lands and Sky Islands?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Zone 6.
You're the theory guy. You've done a bunch of theories.
I have.
What are some theories that you may remember about these zones?
I really just talk about the most popular ones of Zone 6 being the Poison Lands. There have been theories, of Zone 5 not just only being Skylands. It could just be a big thunderstormy area, which makes sense as well, which could also be kind of similar to how...
What were the theories about the zones before we found the code? Because I remember the code wasn't found until a while later, which is funny, because it was one of the earlier concept videos.
Yes.
But we just didn't see it until a while later. Someone went back and analyzed it. What were the theories before that? I don't quite remember.
Well, there was theories of Zone 6 being Nexus, which I don't think is correct. I believe
that's stupid.
Poison Lands. Yeah,
that is definitely stupid.
It does make it is dumb. But it was a theory back in 2019 when we knew nothing really about the game. But yeah, I think pretty much Zone 5 was just really considered just to be the lightning zone, because we know Zone 1 is Earth, Zone 2 is wind, Zone 3 is water, Zone 4 is fire, and then boom, Zone 5 is going to be lightning, Zone 6 will be void. If you just make the 6 together, I guess.
Right, because there's 6 elements and there's 6 zones.
So, yeah, they were... Also, I think there were theories back in the day that Zone 5 was just not ready to be shown yet. and it would be its own lightning zone.
I mean, I think Sky Islands makes sense because thunder. You think of clouds, you think of sky. It's gonna be like, Zeus lives up in the clouds on like a sky island. All of that makes sense. I think. How are Sky Islands not? I think it I know. Just. I want to believe that Sky Islands are still Zone 5. It's just that's not the main point of it because that's what we thought it was. We thought the main point of Zone 5 was Sky Islands. It's probably just going to be a biome.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a biome, and I wonder if it's going to be some sort of like Fallen Kingdom that was in Zone 5 or something, and then boom, you have to go up there as like some sort of story quest, and the rest of Zone 5.
My brain rot the second you said Fallen Kingdom made me think of the Captain Sparkles song.
Really? I was thinking of
like, what?
I was thinking of Jurassic World when I said that. But yeah, I mean, maybe the rest of Zone 5 is just also just on the ground.
Real ones know. What? Let me know in the comments if you thought of the Captain Sparkles song. Please, I can't be the only one.
No, I've heard of the song. I just like dinosaurs more.
I've heard of the song. I need a new podcast partner. Put your applications down in the comments.
I don't think I've ever listened to it. I'm going to be honest. Maybe I have back in the day when I listened to Minecraft parodies when I was like 12 or something. I'll have to listen to it, see if I remember it.
I'm not joking. I think that single sentence might have changed a few people's answer on the for if they were asked who's your favorite podcast host. I'm not joking. I think that's the deciding factor for
Fallen Kingdom. Fallen Kingdom, Minecraft. That's the first thing.
Viva La Vida.
Oh no, I've heard of this one. I didn't know it was called Fallen Kingdom.
I used to rule the world.
Yeah, I know this one.
Chunks would load. Yeah.
Yeah. I was more of the Bayesian Canadian Hunger Games song guy though, instead of the Captain Sparkles one.
I can go on a rabbit hole. That was my favorite Minecraft parody.
Hunger Games. I wanna win.
I was so obsessed with it. I'm not joking. I think I did this on stream. I told the story on stream.
Mm-hmm.
I was so obsessed with it. I would learn the rap part. I didn't really care about the dubstep. I'm not a big dubstep person.
No, the rap part went crazy.
I thought the dubstep was always like kind of a headache moment, but I thought the rap part was so crazy.
It was crazy. It still is.
In 5th grade, I believe this was.
So I was in 6th. So I was in 6th grade. Yeah. That sounds about right. Sounds about right.
I would learn the song, the rap part, obviously, but I thought that wasn't enough. Let me learn it at 1.5 speed. So I just replayed the video 1.5 speed. I learned the rap. I was like, okay, this is too slow. Let me learn it at 2 times speed.
The guy's turning into Eminem. Okay. Holy cow.
I learned it. This is too slow. And then there were literally videos that like sped it up every 100%. And I would learn it. I think I could get up to like 600 or 700%.
This is going to be my last Hunger Games.
Yeah. And I did it on stream. I can still do it like 400%. But I lost the charm, or at least the repetition and the memory to be able to do it 600%, 700% speed. But that's how obsessed I was with that song, so I'm glad you brought that up.
That's my favorite one. It has to be my favorite one of all time. I mean, it's not the greatest one of all time according to the Minecraft parody rankings that they used to put up back in the day, but I thought it was the best, so I'll go with that. Oops, did not mean to click that. Gotta go back to John Hendricks here. So
we all know Hytale's release and the views keep increasing is the best Hytale song.
No, I mean 100%, 100%. Wait till we get our hands on Hytale parodies in game with like a Minecraft style editor. It's gonna go.
The Hytale music videos are gonna go crazy.
They're gonna go crazy, and I mean I can't sing, but I'll sing for you guys. Let's talk about the next part. Actually, first of all, guys, in the comment section, let us know what your opinions on Zone 5 are. If it's not gonna be the floating islands, but let's talk about Zone 4.
I'm confused about this, but there's something even more confusing about his answer.
Yeah.
Classic John Hendricks.
This guy. Let's put this back on the screen.
It's the second sentence. Zone 4 is an entire game's worth of content. Pause. But
what?
That doesn't mean there won't be a chances to experience some 5 and 6 before 4 is ready. What?
What does that even mean?
I don't know. And I asked Twitter, no one knows. Let's take it piece by piece.
What does
Zone 4
mean?
Is an entire game's worth of content by itself.
So is the beta gonna be Zone 5 and 6? Like what? I'm sure that's not it. Is Zone 4 not ready?
Definitely not it.
Is Zone 4 not ready?
An entire game's worth of content.
Does Zone 4 does it change before the end of the game? Like what happens? Do you start Zone 4 as normal regular zone and then it flips like it normally does? Like what?
We know that Zone 4 is 2 parts. It is the above ground, which is the lava, the volcanoes, all of that, and the underground
dinosaurs.
is the dinosaurs, the Slothians, the jungle area.
Yes.
So it is 2 sections.
Yes.
What were you gonna say?
I don't remember. Okay.
And so it's basically 2 zones in one. And it's a game by itself. That statement is my brain can't comprehend it. I genuinely can't put that into perspective.
The way I think of it, I don't know if you ever played Ark. I don't think you have. I reference Ark sometimes. Ark Ragnarok. Surface world, dead. You don't really go up there until the end of the game. Underground, though, that's buzzing down there. And that's a whole game in of itself, really, right? Ark, I mean, I guess there's different maps per Ark, but like each specific Ark map it's pretty much a whole different game with all different mobs or whatever. So I could see how Zone 4 could be a game
you can see it because you've experienced it with
Ark,
with a different game.
Because like I said, the surface world, dead, hot, sandy, whatever. There's no volcanoes or whatever, but it's very similar. And then underground, literally dinosaurs with like lights on their heads, like freaking cave raptors. So very similar, very similar.
But... No, like I obviously understand like you could live in Zone 4 and have your own adventure, but I'm wondering what scale he's referencing to.
Right.
Because obviously, you could just live in Zone 1 and forget the other zones too, and that's technically a game by itself. But my assumption is that his scale is in reference to the other zones. Because what scale do you use? What game do you reference as like, you know, it's an entire game? It's a game's worth of content by itself. Zone 1 is obviously not worth of that title if he specifically gives it to Zone 4.
Right, and this might be a little bit of a far stretch here when he says it doesn't mean that there won't be chances to experience some of Zone 5 and Zone 6 before 4 is ready, which is still wild, by the way. We know the starting zones in Hytale are 1, 2, and 3. I don't believe you can start in Zone 4, which makes sense because, I mean, clearly it's not ready or whatever John Hendricks is saying. But is there a way to, like, I don't know, progress in Hytale, like a lot in Zone 1, 2, and 3, and then maybe there's a portal that takes you to Zone 5 and Zone 6, and then you could potentially go to Zone 4 after you've done those other 2 zones. Is that a possibility? Like, is Zone 4 not particularly needed till the end of the story?
I'm going to a previous blog right now. To the Orbis. Yeah. If we look at the new Orbis concept art, the volcano is like a separate island by itself.
Oh, hell.
Now we talked about this concept art a lot.
Right.
There's like a South Pole Antarctic island. There's like
which blog post is that? 2022.
It is the winter 2023. It was the last real blog post.
The real blog. I love real blog posts. Yeah.
Oh, we can mention that later. Yeah. And so, you know, it is on Orbis. I don't know why you'd need a portal there if you just take a boat there. I don't know how accurate this is. They've said multiple times that even like the old Orbis, you know, world picture isn't necessarily representative. If you, I think the quote was, "If you use it as a map, you will quickly get lost." If that's to say that the volcanoes are actually not there, or it's just like in a different location, etc. Don't know, but the volcanoes are definitely on Orbis, so that I think that definitely.
Is that like have to be Zone 4 then at the bottom right?
We can bottom right. You mean the volcano?
Yeah, the volcanoes. That has to be Zone 4, right?
Volcano Zone 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you said Zone 5.
No, sorry, I said Zone 4. Did I say Zone 5? I might have. I don't know.
I don't remember. But we don't see any floating islands and we don't see toxic lands, but I think they did that for a reason. I don't think this concept art, I think it's very manipulative in the terms of like, we just shouldn't look at it and use that as our representation for zones. Right. But I mean, the issue is that we can't really use the World Zones Research one either because it is how many years old now?
Yeah, it's from 2019 or 2020. Like it was one of the first blog posts.
It's reached its age.
It's getting old, man. It is getting very old, and yeah. I don't know what John Hendricks means by before Zone 4 is ready. I thought it was done.
I think we can definitely dive deep into that.
What do you think? While Myne's eating.
You'll visit 5 and 6 before 4 is ready. Doesn't that mean Hytale is going to launch and 4 is just not going to be ready?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I think it's Zone 4 comes after now. Now that we read this, like something must change in
like
Zone
after
4
the release, or in terms of the story.
Story
like, you don't
mode.
go to
Story
zone...
mode. I mean,
Yeah.
something must happen
I
in
think
the
so
story
too.
that maybe you can't go into Zone 4. Like
maybe there's like
is there like
the
a wall
volcanoes.
or barrier? Yeah. Is it just
maybe
too
the volcanoes
hot?
are too hot. Maybe the volcanoes are covering the land with lava, and you need to go to Zone 4 and 5, and then maybe wait until it dissipates, and then you can go to Zone 4. I think that's exactly what... I think you're onto something. Yeah, I think that's what he's kind of alluding to.
But what would stop you? You know, in Minecraft, how you can just mine for like millions and 1000000s of blocks if you wanted to. What'll stop you from going?
Oh, true. Just digging to the underground.
Right. Is that like what would stop you from doing that? Is there just a big lava wall that you can't get through?
That doesn't make sense, and it doesn't look like that in a concept art. At least.
No, it doesn't. So, what would stop you from doing that? Really? Or maybe they just don't want you to go to the top of Zone 4. Maybe that's the part that's not ready. Maybe you can go into the bottom. I don't know. I don't know, but it's kind of interesting, actually.
I wish there were some comments. I'm gonna read some.
Yes, read some comments.
Let's see if there's any
good
hints
ones
that can help us.
Okay.
Zone 4 is probably going to be the main combating zone to test your full power against a range of cool enemies. Kind of going with the concept of like, this is the late game. You need to be geared up.
Where do you see that?
It was in probable spam. I don't know why. Don't ask me.
Oh, I'm looking at that right now.
But that kind of goes with the
like
theory of like, yeah, you need to be kitted up. You need to maybe have like some lava protection gear that you can only find in, you know, late game.
Right, for sure. There's a good one.
Let's see.
From Hytale BR. So Zone 5 isn't floating islands, and Zone 6 is the corrupted zone, just kind of confirming what we said.
Yeah,
Zone 5
Perhaps Zone 5 has many mountains and other natural forms, light element, falcon faction, World War I theme, and its industry technology. I know it's a fantasy and medieval game, but I like to imagine.
World War I theme? I don't know about that, but...
I don't think they're going to incorporate World War I thematics in Hytale. I'm going to be completely honest.
That would be wild.
Mod it, but...
Yeah, add a mod to there. What is Zone 5? We just don't know. Hey, look, I can already see a thumbnail of the next Hytale podcast episode. That's right. I'm going to say, recording right now. Recording right now.
It's funny. John really thought he got us.
He really
thought he got us. Because he replied to it today. At 3:17 a.m. Wait, hold on. Can we talk about that?
Go to bed.
John, what are you doing at 3:17 a.m.?
Go to sleep, my guy. Where did he reply to this? Was that the... Oh, that was this tweet. Oh, yeah, literally, dude, go to bed. He was probably... Maybe he's just lost it or something.
3:17 a.m.
Maybe he lost it.
He has to be in Europe. He has to be in Europe. There's no... Dude, I actually...
Is he
on a Sunday, too. On a Sunday.
Right.
It has to be Monday morning, and he's in Dublin. I actually refuse to believe that he is staying awake in American time zones on a Sunday when he has work tomorrow. 3:17 a.m.
Ireland is 5 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time, so that would
make it 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Yeah, he's awake. That makes so much sense.
He has to be in Dublin right now. I refuse to believe it.
Yeah.
Anything else.
Unless this man just doesn't sleep and he's nocturnal. He could be nocturnal.
Here's the thing. You could tell me John has done anything, and I'll believe it.
That's a good point.
Because I wouldn't even find it that crazy if he was awake at 3:17 in Eastern, or God forbid,
Dublin? No, it's Eastern time, but
West Coast time.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, West Coast.
No, West Coast would make sense. It's just midnight.
It's just midnight.
Wait, I don't know. Where John lives?
No, I don't think so. John, where do you live?
Well, he might live West Coast. Wait.
Don't dox him. Let's not dox John Hendricks today. I don't know where he lives, though. Oh, Seattle. His pin is in Seattle.
It's just fucking midnight then.
He is a West Coast
I don't know. Okay. I'm making drama out of nothing.
That's still pretty late, though, to be tweeting. Just want to point that out.
Dude, I thought it was actually 3 a.m. Because I know Buddha's Eastern Standard.
Yes, Buddha is
John
Eastern.
is not. John is not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Or he's in Ireland. I mean, he's there a lot. So.
I want to start drama, but I can't.
We tried. It was a good effort. He's probably laughing at you right now watching the pod.
I spent way too much time on his location, but you know what? Now I won't question it in the future.
Exactly. Never question John Hendricks' location.
GeoGuessr, get on him.
Yeah, where's that guy who like GeoGuesses everything right? We need that man.
Rainbolt.
Yeah, that guy. We need that guy.
The only location I need to know is the Hypixel Studios in Google Maps, and we have been there. I don't know how many times.
On Google, I've never been there. I don't know what you're talking
You've
about.
never been to the Hypixel HQ on Google Maps?
No, I don't think so.
Really? Okay, it's like a brick wall.
I've seen pictures of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a brick building. There's like a metal sign hanging out that says Hypixel Studios. It's black and like the silver, basically.
Yeah, that'd be so.
Logo.
Imagine living around there. That'd be so cool.
And they don't have like a specific door to their office. It's like a giant complex. And so you walk to the left of the sign into these double doors.
This guy knows too much.
Into these double doors, and you go to the right, and that's where their office is.
Oh.
I know where the Hypixel Studios office is. I want to go to it one day.
Mine's flown a drone in there, probably.
You see a bunch of like news about Russian drones, Chinese drones, and then you got the Hytale drone.
The Hytale
drone.
Office.
Sneaking. Can I use a drone to sneak into their windows, see what their PCs are?
Yeah, what are their
reading?
PCs?
Have like a telephoto lens on there, hyper zoom, and just see.
That's how you sneak.
They have like a sticky note. Be like, have game done before date on their like PC, because you know how some people have like a bunch of sticky notes on the bottom of their monitor, maybe to remember passwords and stuff like that.
Didn't Skylands have that? I think she had to like it might have been Skylands. I don't remember. Ooh. Was it Skylands? I remember
someone get a drone.
I remember a picture of like a Hytale person's desktop, and obviously I think they took there was like spots where there was missing sticky notes. I was like, oh, I wonder what was there, but but then there's obviously other ones that were just like,
it was probably project deadlines, let's be honest.
Yeah, probably. Get this beta done now. Or whatever. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay, so there's some live responses to my tweet about... Oh, that's not the correct tweet. Let's see. They're still working on it, meaning it can have even more content than it currently does. Yeah, that's the other theory about before Zone is ready, is like, are you just not going to have the Zone done before it releases? What's your thoughts on that take?
Does this mean
that's the other way to interpret it, and that's originally what I thought it was.
In a blog, does that mean that we could potentially see Zone 5 and 6 before Zone 4, even though we've already seen a lot of Zone 4? We have an OST for Zone 4. We have nothing.
I'm curious if they will even showcase Zone 5 and 6. You know what I mean?
Well, John Hendricks was saying we could see, we can see them before. I mean, he said can. It doesn't mean will.
No.
It says...
He didn't say see. He said experience, which means we're going to be playing and experiencing Zone 5 and 6. That doesn't mean we're going to see it. It might be. They hide Zone 5 and 6 until the release of the game, and we just have to find out what it is.
Yeah, for sure. So that pretty much almost really confirms that Zone 4 is really late game then for Hytale. It's not go to Zone 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. But also maybe if you feel ready, you could go to Zone 4. I don't know, because he said it's not like it's confirmed that Zone 5 comes before Zone 4. He said there won't be a chance. There's a chance. Not like it's confirmed.
I mean, the fun thing for us is...
I mean, I'll be going to Zone 5 way before Zone 4.
We're gonna have to find Zone 5 and 6 before everyone else. Because we're in the YouTube game. We have to get the Zone 5 and 6 video out.
Hell yeah.
Before Creator X and Y gets the
I'll just be streaming the crap out of the game anyway, so
yeah,
we'll just do it live. We're going to live. Let's go.
The like fun but like unfortunate thing about us being content creators is we can't take this game slow when it comes out.
No, I mean, I won't anyway. I'm just going to go straight balls to the wall and play the game.
I mean, I've been quoted on saying this, and I want to actually do this. I think it's going to be so monumental. The first thing I want to do when I touch down in Hytale, I want to be the first external player to have recorded evidence of burning a Quita. I want to be the first person to burn a Quita. I want that to be my title. It's going to be difficult. I know there's going to be other people that's going to try to get it before me.
Oh, there'll be a race. There's going to be a race.
So that's going to be my first thing.
Personally, I won't do that. So you don't have to fight with me for that.
So yeah, the unfortunate thing is I'm not going to have the first experience that every single Hytale player is going to be, because the only thing that's going on in this noggin is how do I make fire?
Fire. Get
how
fire.
do I and how do I burn a Quebec the fastest?
So would you consider that to be in the beta, or you mean like once the game's actually released? Because
the first person to ever burn a Quebec. So
okay.
Be the beta.
So in the beta, if you get the beta,
definitely will.
If you don't get the beta and someone burns the Quebec before you, there might be fighting words. I'm just want to say that.
I am buying a key. If allegedly. Yeah. I don't think that's actually technically against their terms of service, but I will have a friend come over and he just happens to have the game and I happen to be playing it and he just will never touch the account.
Yeah, mine I'll have to come over to my house if I get a beta and he does, and then he can play the game. Actually true.
I mean, we all have how many emails signed up to the beta?
I have a lot. I mean, one email.
Yeah, it's not, there's no like rules against it, right?
No, there's I don't think so.
There's no rules against how many emails. So I'm trying to think. I used to have some school emails, but I don't have access to those anymore. I know for a fact maybe they just reset how they do the beta thing, because let's be honest, there's a bunch of dead emails. There's so many dead emails. They have millions of signups.
I think it would be kind of smart to do that. But also, if you've ever tried to sign up to the beta recently, you do not get that confirmation email. I've tried it. Like, I think last year, was it?
People were telling in the comments that they got it.
Oh, did they? I never got one. Maybe.
People were saying in the comments that they were getting it. Let me sign up through my work email, actually. I have not signed up to the beta with that one.
Maybe I'm mistaken. I'll see. I have all the emails that I have on my phone right now, which is like 6 of them. I'm just going to type.
I'm signing up to the beta right now.
Hypixel Studios. When was the last time I got an email from Hypixel Studios? Ooh, I was like, what is this? DHL shipping? But that's because from Thankamus.
You are now signed up to the beta program. Let's see if I get.
Oh, I did get an email. I got an email on June 27th, 2023.
I just got the registration done.
Oh, okay. So it does work. Never mind. I'm mistaken. See, email. It still works. This is
+1 email, +1 chance to get in the beta. Let's go. I forgot I had that email.
They probably should update the copyright because it still says 2020. But yeah, this is me. We own the beta.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know how copyright laws work, but I now own Hytale. That's good.
You know what the issue is though?
What?
The second they update the copyright.
Oh, everyone's going nuts.
Do we have trackers on that? We gotta ask Hugo if he can track that. Because they could update it and no one will know. Because who's signing up to the beta now?
What is does yours say 2020 as well? When you just
actually
got it?
Good point. When was your email sent?
2023. Mine was June 27th. Actually, like a year ago. Oh, it's July. Never mind.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Hytale. You should probably upgrade the copy. Wait, what about the website? The Hytale website, does it have? Okay, the Hytale website says 2024 copyright, so...
Yeah, their website has to be updated.
That makes sense.
Because they actually use the website, but like if they...
Yeah, their beta
updated the beta registration...
So they haven't even touched it since 2020. They haven't thought about the beta since 2020.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If they update it, then it means they're touching the beta stuff. Or it means they're like, hey, shit, we gotta update our copyright.
Right. Which they probably should do. Regardless. But yeah, I don't know how copyright stuff works.
I think Buddha contacts the legal team and gets that because he does stuff with the website, right?
We report stuff to
him before.
But he's also the social media coordinator, so he just knows everything.
He forwards it to the right people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else that we should touch on? I don't think there's any more John Hendricks tweets.
Well, the impeding blog post.
Right. There is going to be a blog post coming. When it's coming,
so,
I don't know.
I did put out a tweet, and for context, I post a lot of memes.
You do.
And a lot of those memes, I don't make myself. I want to scratch that, actually. Good amount of them I do make myself. The occasional few I steal from Reddit, and the one I'm talking about, I just straight up stole from Reddit with the caption. And it was just a screenshot of the... What was it? The 2021 blog post? I'm trying to.
Oh, that was so
22. Summer 22.
That was a good tweet.
And the caption on the Reddit said, "It's been officially over 2 years since we had a real blog post." ... And I mean, what was the summer 22 one? Let me see.
Summer development.
Oh yeah, it was an actual development update. We got. Oh wait, no. Yeah, no. It showed like the concept art to the in-game footage and all of that. It showed advanced building to. Oh my god, this blog post was so good.
That had a video, right? That was the video of the guy building in the lava.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite blog posts to date.
That's one of my favorite videos. That's one of the longest videos of Hytale we've ever gotten. So.
Yeah, and then
that's Zone 4, by the way. That's Zone 4, right?
We got after that. We got 3 blog posts after that. It was the Summer 23, which I think everyone can agree. It was the hiring blog post, and it had like 3 concept arts.
Yes.
I don't think public reception on that one was anything positive.
It was meh.
And then we got the Winter 23. That was the one where John promised we'd get a blog post, and he was like, "Shit, actually, I didn't mean that." Or no, which one was that? I forgot which one he promised. I think it was the winter blog post. And that one we got the Quebec redo, but people also were kind of disappointed on this one.
Well, it was a new stuff. It's definitely a cooler one. I'd prefer this than a technical blog that we got a month ago.
Yeah, and then we got the technical blog,
which is.
But like, when you compare it to the Summer 22 one from the screenshot, in the tweet. It just doesn't compete. Period.
Nothing competes.
But then John saw it, and he said, "Thanks, Myne, but also thanks, Myne." And he just
look what you did, Myne.
And then he replied to someone. Let me see. Let me find the original reply. Actually,
what did he?
Someone replied.
He said productivity now.
Someone replied to "Thanks, Myne, but also thanks, Myne." The John Hendricks reply saying, "My power of deduction tells me that another one is coming soon." We all know this.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Plus a thanks, Myne," at the end of the blog.
Oh, that's funny. I'm reading that right now.
I hope the next blog post does not have a thanks, Myne at the end.
You'll somehow be like IP blocked, so you're the only one who can't read the blog post.
And then he said, "My productivity now equals browsing memes on disappointment."
Aw, look what you did, Myne.
Which hurt me. Which definitely hurt me. I was like, damn, what the fuck?
You made him. He did the dad thing. If I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, dude, and that's even worse. That's so much worse.
It's so much worse. It hurts more. It really does.
And like the only way out of it, I was like, it's just a Reddit post. And this tweet got like a shit ton of likes. I had 250 likes, and I spinned it in the way of like, yeah, people like this because they're just excited about getting these types of blog posts again, and they're just looking forward to what you have to write, which I think is true. I don't think there's any like negativity there. No. I think it's like people are just like kind of over just getting updates saying like, hey, we're working and concept art, and people are ready to get back into it, and that's what the next one is. And I think we're just all really excited for that.
Yeah, and
I think you can feel the pressure right now from not only the Hytale devs, but just the community has like this aura. We're all just waiting because it happened with the last I think it was the winter blog post or something like that where they teased a blog post. They said it's coming, and then we were like, okay, it's coming. Pause. And everyone was expecting this big thing, and then it wasn't.
Right.
But right now, they confirmed it is this big thing, so everyone's like, it's coming. And we're just, we're
waiting.
We're getting edged now.
We're waiting.
We're family friendly, actually. Let me rephrase that. We're on the edge right now. That's what I meant with that, actually.
Oh, I thought that's what you meant.
Anything else.
I thought that's what you meant anyway.
Definitely. So. Yeah, I agree. We're on the edge right now, and we're just waiting. Please drop this.
I can't wait to be at work.
Please be good.
Or
dude, I had like a really scary realization. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. I was like, what if this blog is a disappointment?
Then we're
like
cooked.
What? Because we're really hyping this up, and I hope it's just not me. I think it's everyone. We're all hyping it up to be like this. This is the big thing. Now,
well, because John Hendricks said the next blog post would
shows the new engine. It's gonna be
he confirmed
it's gonna show screenshots and gameplay, and so everyone's just super excited to see the new gameplay. And now, whatever happens afterwards, we can't really control. We don't know if they're gonna go radio silent or they're gonna keep showing things. But I think like there's a chance that the blog post itself we're gonna be disappointed. Maybe, I don't know. It was like this 0.1 thing in the back of my head being like, hey, by the way, you're super excited right now. But there's this minuscule chance. I don't think it's possible.
I don't think it's possible as well. I think
you're
being like super negative Reddit fan in your head right now, because you
No. I think it's just like when you get too excited, there's like a shadow of a doubt. Be like, hey, why are you so excited? Why are you so happy? Like you shouldn't be happy. And it's like, wait, But no, we should be happy. I think this blog is going to be amazing. I really hope that once this blog is out, they've shown us the engine. They have no more excuse not to show us the engine going forward, and they can keep showing screenshots. I hope that's the case. Please
get. Ooh, does that mean after that blog post, once they say they can like give us screenshots or whatever, if they do that, they can give us the postcards of the week again?
Postcards maybe, or even just more blogs.
Post videos. Give me like a GIF, anything.
We need more clear screenshots of Hytale characters for thumbnails, please.
Yeah, like up close, right? Like HD with a weapon. Yeah, that would be sick.
I don't want them like turned away so you can only see half the face.
Yeah,
I want them to be like
facing
45 degree to straight facing the screen. We want it to be clear. We want them to be, angled in a way that look good on a thumbnail.
Yes.
I know you can do it.
I know they can do it. Buddha, I know you're a content creator at heart, buddy. You know. Anywho, let's wrap up the podcast here, guys. We'll try to discuss next week, if there's no blog post, what Zone 5 and Zone 6 could be as well. Leave it in the comment section or the Discord down below. But yeah, with that being said, any last words?
Blog post. I'm Team July. I'm thinking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If not, it's going to be Thursday, Friday. I think a lot of people are banking on this week. That means it's going to be a while until the podcast comes out with the actual blog stuff. I will be live on my main channel the second the blog drops.
I will
reading it, going over, talking with chat, and keep an eye out on my channel for a secret special video after the blog.
Hell yeah! All right,
no hints yet, but you won't want to miss it.
All right, see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.